wonderful job balancing weight. Out of all of the convertible, the Ultrabook convertibles we've seen, they've done a beautiful job making something that's very light, very easy to hold in your hand. And as you can see, it's designed, I think, it's probably the unique among all these, designed as more of a tablet-first experience.
Right.
So again, very familiar interface. I think all of us are now familiar with seeing many of the apps that are coming out in the Windows Store. But for, again, the Ultrabook convertible promise is with one device, you lift it up and it just springs into place and presents itself as a productivity tool as well. This actually, I mean, even though Sony is often thought of as more of a consumer device, they really have also targeted the professional, right? So whether it's the executive professional today or professionals of any caliber, they have the ability now, right, to think of immediate connectivity with VGA, very common here in most offices. Always focused on some of their creators with SD. So if you think it's actually something missing from the other two, so they've really tried to differentiate themselves by catering both to those who need legacy compatibility in the office and those who want the ability to quickly plug in media cards for expandability. And again, HDMI, full port, and USB 3.0 available. So they've done a gorgeous job offering multiple points of input. The others have a trackpad, or a touchpad, excuse me. Sony's opted to keep it very minimal. They've got more of a little touch mouse head in the middle, right? So again, your finger just sort of glides over
it's
it.
an optical...
More, it's touch sensor, yeah, but that's just the nice part about it. You're still, just very, very easily gliding your finger over the actual mouse cursor, as it were, and you've still got left and right click for that full sort of PC compatibility experience. What's really nice when people are, for the first time using these devices, we've seen people just delighted when, for example, if they just, I'm trying to think here, if we go to Facebook, if they just immediately touch and start typing, it's that that captures, I think, a lot of people's engagement. They think all of a sudden intuitiveness meets productivity, and that's the way it should be done, versus actually having to rely solely on a keyboard here for tapping on the screen. It works just as well,
Right.
but of course your type speed's a lot slower, and a lot of people find that your fingers start to hurt a little bit after a while. So I think in general they've got a beautiful device. Again, just presents itself very nicely, very sleek, very slender and very light. Feel free to use it yourself. And you quickly get a sense that Sony's got, again, I think they've got a winner with more of the tablet-first design. Around $1,200 right now. It's at $1,219 at the Sony Style store. So again, you're seeing a common price point around that $1,100 to $1,200 mark.
Which is common for Ultrabooks.
Well, if you think about where we were a year ago, we were seeing very few Ultrabooks, no touch, but still very thin and light, at about $999 to about $1399. The fact that we're seeing touch panel, full HD, convertible with all of these beautiful mechanicals, backlit screens, etc., full compatibility, in this case LAN, VGA, USB 3.0, HDMI, the fact that they're coming in around $1,200 or so to start is promising. So we think if Ultrabook has shown us anything, by perhaps the end of 2013, we'll see these at price points that should hit very tenable mainstream consumer wallets, right? So maybe in the $699 range.
Wow.
Right. So we hope.